YouTube, what's good? What's good? I'm fired up, baby. I'm fired up. I can't even front. Yo, I gotta roll down the window in here. I can't breathe right now. It's like cool outside, but if you're in your car, it's warm. You know how that fall weather is. Like, you need the heat in the morning, and you might need the AC in the afternoon. It's almost similar to spring, right? YouTube, what's good? I'm fired up. I'm on my break right now, but I'm so fired up. I'm like, yo, I gotta make a video, man, and get something up early, you know? So basically just feeling good. You know, I'm fired up to be consistent with getting these videos up and really just expressing how I feel and transmuting any negative energy that I have into I hope that this light, I was about to say I better go out. Really just transmuting my energy, any negative energy, into positive things. So, you know, not letting anything negative affect me anywhere and putting that energy into positive actions, you know. Now, once again, like I said, you know, I did start to date, and so far, like, I had to like really discern to see if I had to discern to really see if what I was attracting was the same vibration that I was at. And where I was at, I'm like, okay, I've been on SR monk mode for pretty much for over 9 months, right? So I'm on a crazy long streak. And I had to really see, like, okay, because, you know, when you're on this journey, you attract everything. You attract positive, negative. Some people that are trying to find or trying to better themselves, but are battling with still their past things. And, like, you know, I just recently found SR monk mode this year. So, like, you know, I have to be careful that when I'm talking to other individuals that I'm not coming off as if I'm better, because I don't think that, like, but I do have to also understand that, you know, especially as a man, I put in the work to increase my worth this year even more than it already was before. Now, you know, I had to build myself back up, you know, because I had fallen short, obviously, I have been not even falling short. I just hadn't even been awoken to, basically what they would call the matrix, right? So I wasn't even awoken to the world really until this year. I just was doing everything that society basically had programmed us to do, you know, go to school, get into a relationship, and get involved with, you know, whoever, marry, have kids. Like, I was just on that set programming. So for me to kind of just wake up from everything, like I said, and also to just be in the position that I am as a single man with my job, my income, I had to add things to my routine and my regimen. So that was working out. That was finding my purpose, what I really love to do. And that's why now, you know, I unlocked this to use my voice to speak on self-improvement and motivation, as well as coincide this with my music journey. And now I know that those are the things that I love to do. I know that those are things that create more fruits of the spirit for me. Those are things that make me happy every day. So I know I have to put in that work. Also working out, fitness, pushing myself to the limit. You know, that stuff makes me feel good. It makes me happy. But I also had to find balance with, you know, speaking to, you know, obviously the opposite sex, to find a balance, because what was happening was, you know, in that season of isolation, because I was away from, you know, a lot of, that's probably from something else. I can't answer that right now. In that season of isolation, and this is why it's not recommended to be alone for very long, because, you know, I forgot, there's a saying or verse that, like, you know, no man should be alone. I was craving a woman's touch. You know, I was craving just the interaction with a female. I was craving that feminine energy dynamic. So now that I'm getting that, that also, my spirit is happy about that. That's also a fruit that I'm gaining, I guess I could say. But the only way that I'm gaining it is because that person is on the same frequency as me, or on a similar frequency, or trying to better themselves, but they're on a positive frequency. So that is like, and that person I'm talking to made a good point, because at first I was discerning, and the problem was that, like, you have to be careful when you're on this journey, that you don't discern everybody being not good for you, like, because I had trauma from my past. So often I would just, if I got like a bad vibe or a bad feeling, I would just think automatically, okay, that's the Holy Spirit, that's the Most High telling me that I got to look out for this person. And you got to be careful, because you have to be patient with people, because you might just be getting like a feeling from your past trauma, and it's not that person, it's you that still, I don't want to say you haven't fully healed, but you have a guard up because you've already experienced that, so you don't want to chance it, but you have to be able to trust again, and put that guard down. And that's why, like, you do have to take time to isolate for yourself and to heal. And even when you're talking to somebody new, you're not just going to automatically let your guard down, of course. But if you realize that they start to reciprocate the same energy and the same spirit to you, you'll realize, whoa, you know what? I can't trust this person. I don't need to have my guard up, and honestly, with the healing of this, it becomes a thing where it's like, look, if they, let's just say they did do you dirty, or they crossed you, number one, you shouldn't even be caring about it. You should be completely still focused on your purpose and what your journey is. They should have no effect on that. You should still be able to pursue what you want to pursue in life, and them not affect it. And that'll also, like, once you, especially for men, once you wake up to Monk Mode SR, like, and I heard one of the brothers, Moody Stars, say this. He's like, bro, you're not going to get played again. It's just not going to happen, because the masculinity that you obtain from holding on to your essence, it's just not going to happen. Like, your body is going to naturally be able to discern better. And but that's if you're doing it the right way, if you're doing it the righteous way, if you're tapped into your spirituality, you're connecting with the Most High. All those things matter. You can't still be doing carnal things. If you're still in a low vibration doing carnal things, it's still going to be tough for you you're not going to be able to hear the Most High with discerning things, because you're still in your lust, you're still in your animalistic mindset. And sometimes those lustful thoughts will still creep up as men. They're still going to creep up as men, but you'll be able to have more control of them, and they won't be at the forefront of everything that you're thinking about, especially when you're talking to a female. They won't be at the forefront. You'll be able to just have a regular conversation with that woman, and admire her for who she is and the human being that she is, instead of objectifying her. But I still feel like, as a man, you need to have that discussion with whoever, with your female, with your girl. You have to still have an open discussion when it comes to sex, because you need to see where it's at with them too. I'm gonna say that as a man, you need to see where their drive is at too. So, you're not, you're just taking extra precautions. So you're not getting played, in a sense where they're telling you that, oh, I'm not really like that, but they could really be like that. You know what I mean? And, I had to kind of spit out the toxicity of the red pill community, because there's a lot of things within that community where some things I feel can be toxic, as far as, like, thinking all women are the same, and this whole thing where it's like they'll always be an alpha that they did more for than the beta. Like, that shit was taking me down a path of just being misogynist, and being in my head, and being not in my head, but just being in my spirit, thinking like, okay, damn, like, I gotta be cold, I gotta be, like, not emotional towards this woman, like, and just be basically an insult to myself, and grind, and then not have any emotion. And it's like, no, like, I'm enjoying tapping into the feminine energy and talking to this woman and really figuring her out, but at the same time, I'm not extending myself to the point where I'm off my purpose, or I'm losing my masculinity or my frame, so we still need to be respectful and gentlemen, and we do need to communicate with women, because I've been saying, like, I feel like we don't communicate enough. when it comes to relationships, period. I feel like a lot of people just don't communicate within their relationships as open as they are. I think there's some topics that people feel are sensitive, or you know, they're just not used to talking about it. It has like a taboo underline to it, so they're not as open as they should be with their partner. But it's important, you know. I'm enjoying the fact that with every conversation I do have now, it starts with a very strong spiritual base now. And that's the best way to start anything. But I gotta cut this short. Of course, this is gonna be a banger right now because I gotta cut it short. But who knows? Maybe I'm fired up. I might get another video up later today. If not, I'm gonna catch y'all later tomorrow. I appreciate anybody supporting the channel. Yeah, so I mean, this one will basically be how to deal with trust issues and learning to trust again, you know, after trauma. I don't know exactly what I'll title it, but definitely, you know, probably just dealing with trust issues, you know. I appreciate anybody supporting the channel. If you haven't, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna be on this later. All right, peace, love y'all.